Department of Ed policies state that the ratio for student to teacher in the room is 1 to 35. So if you have a large group room and you are above 35 students, make sure there is another TA in there with you. You are required to read directions exactly as they are written in the TAM, and failing to do so is a violation. You are required to hang a do not disturb sign on your test room doors. The Department of Ed, when they do walkthroughs at test sites, they have noted an issue with this, and they will make sure you are aware if they stop by that these signs are required. So please, you have these in your binder in your suitcase, so please hang them up on each testing room door. If a student finishes their test and they're waiting to be dismissed, they can work quietly on appropriate activities. You may also dismiss them as long as it does not interrupt other students who are still testing in the room. The length of time a school can allow a student to continue working is dependent upon the student and the situation. As long as a student is actively working on items, that means they are reading and answering the questions, then you need to allow the student to continue working on the test. Secure materials include test tickets, all test booklets and customized materials. That's all of our paper pencil testing supplies and any additional papers or materials with student handwriting on them. Test items themselves are also highly secure and are not permitted to be read before, during, or after testing. And they're not permitted to being shared before, during, or after testing with students or with colleagues. If a student asks you how to pronounce a particular word on the test, you are not allowed to assist them. Students are not allowed to use a dictionary or thesaurus. And for storage purposes, please make sure that you keep secure materials in a secure locked storage when not in use. And on test days, you never, ever, ever leave them unattended. State Board regulations include the following as a breach of professional ethics, which means they are security violations. Failing to follow all directions in the TAM, and that includes failure to clear memories of calculators, failure to provide accommodations or customized materials as specified in the IEP or 504, providing accommodations or customized materials that are not included in an IEP or 504, and failing to report a security breach. For a full list of State Board regulations and legal requirements, please see pages 3 through 6 in your TAM. If it is discovered that a student who tested online did not receive an accommodation that's specified in their IEP 504 or ML plan, then the specific action to take depends on when the error violation is discovered. So you can see different scenarios here, but you will also see that each one says it must be reported as a test security violation. So bottom line, if you notice an error with a student testing with accommodations, then please report that to your site lead immediately, and site leads will reach out to me. Security for online testing. As stated previously, test tickets are secure. You should not distribute these until you are directed to do so by your TAM. All test tickets must be collected and accounted for before students can be dismissed. So if you received 50 test tickets, make sure before students are dismissed that you have 50 test tickets back in your possession. Any scratch paper or graph paper that contains student writing must also be collected and returned to school. Paper pencil testing. All paper pencil test materials are secure and again should not be distributed until the TAM directs you to do so. All materials should be collected and accounted for before dismissing students. And again, any scratch paper, graph paper with student writing, it must be collected and returned. Do not leave secure materials unattended at any time. Reminder that EOC test items are secure and you should not read them nor discuss them with anyone at any time.